What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Trail Theory Podcast. I'm Brian.
I'm Alex.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Pfeiffer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Trail Theory Podcast. We hope you are doing super well.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, good call.
We always
Right
do this
off
at
the
the
rip.
end. And,
Always.
And actually, I'm going to lead with it this time. So,
Yeah.
if you stayed till the end of the last episode, which
I was
you
just
should
going to
have,
pull up her name.
Yeah.
and if you
We know
didn't,
it.
shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
But you would have heard us call out all of you wonderful people who are emailing us and commenting on posts and everything, and we're talking to. And it was Jenna, right? We want to
Jenna.
call out Jenna. Fantastic email from Jenna. We absolutely love
Thank you.
hearing from you. So,
All of
thank
y'all.
you for that. But
Yeah.
email us, trailtheorypod@gmail.com. Comment
Say
on this
hello.
video.
Hopefully
like it,
by now
subscribe.
we've emailed back to Jenna.
Hopefully by now we would have. I would hope.
You didn't yet?
So happy holidays, gang.
Hey,
Oh,
gang.
yeah. Oh, dude, it is.
It is
we
still
definitely
holiday time.
emailed
We got about a
everybody
week
back.
left until Christmas, so happy holidays. Hope
Happy
everybody's
holidays.
having a wonderful
Yeah.
season, and it's full of snow and cuddles and hot chocolate.
Oh.
Speaking of
And-
snow,
Yule log.
logs on the TV.
I was
log.
I was just
Yes.
talking to my wife about
Not a
this.
log.
I hope we get pounded this year with snow.
Pause.
Because we
just want to
did
clip
not.
that real quick.
We did not get a lot of snow the last couple years.
Agreed.
And I want to have a ton of snow.
Yeah, I agree.
This year,
Bring
Yeah,
it on.
no, I'm okay.
I want it
please.
one time.
One time.
No.
Just
All
enough
I
to
need. One time.
get a good layer on the
Here's-
sledding hills.
here's
and then,
why I want-
That's all you
and
need.
then
I
I'm
want
good.
snow all the time.
And I'm ready for backpacking weather.
all the
I
time.
hate it when it's just gray
Mush. Yeah, the mush
and
sucks.
mushy.
I'm
You
with
know
you.
how it goes away? No snow.
No.
No,
Don't
no,
snow.
No, it's
Hey.
always gray and depressing, and it's always super dark, and you're really never out in the sunlight, at least now.
I don't want to
But-
see
That oily, gross snow makes it worse.
Well,
though.
it's not even that, dude. Like, let's say it's just not a lot of snow, and you're just looking at that sad
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah,
It is
the sad
yeah,
grass.
sad
dirty,
grass.
dirty street.
But you
and
know
it's
what?
Just
No leaves on the
gray and
trees.
Bad.
You know
It's
what? Hey,
depressing.
you don't
but
gotta
how
mow it.
good does it feel?
So what?
I mowed
to
my
drive
lawn
through
maybe
the car
8 times
wash
this
and
year.
have a clean car
I do
amongst
that-
all the icy looking
I
crap.
do that every week.
the salt
What
everywhere.
a feeling, dude.
Yeah, no, mine's a salty vehicle.
You
Usually
know what
during winter.
rips?
You know what really rips, dude? Getting a monthly pass to your
Yeah, dude, I go like every
car
other day
wash.
in the winter.
Yeah.
Crispy car wash.
That's
I
salt
will.
out of here.
I do want to get some good sledding in with the kiddos.
Yeah,
this
that
year,
would be
so
fun.
we're gonna
Same,
need we're gonna
same.
need a good layer down.
You know what's
So-
hilarious
I'm hip
is
to some
we're
sledding too,
we're
dude.
3.5 minutes in, and no one knows what we're talking
Well,
about
if they
unless
clicked
just
on the
clicked on the
episode,
episode.
right?
Know
They
it.
know the title.
They're like,
We
oh,
literally
they're
have
burying
not
the
said,
lead.
hey,
We're getting there.
Let us
Here's
talk
what
about
we're
the
talking
holidays
about.
for a minute.
We're catching up as buds.
Trail tech, trail technology.
Technology.
while we're
On the
camping,
trail.
So nothing in this
new
episode has been
things.
relevant yet.
Not yet.
Technologic.
We'll get there.
We'll turn it back to snow
buy
at some
it,
point.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know
technology on the
what
trail.
that was.
Daft Punk, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Technologic.
Oh, okay.
It was like Pfeiffer and
It was
my
like 15
bellies.
years ago.
We can
What?
15.
Oh,
That's like
yeah.
Weird noises
30
into the
years
mic.
ago.
Was it really that old?
Dude, that's an older Daft Punk.
We're so
Anyways,
old.
Yeah.
we can't put it in because it will get demonetized. But I think I'm allowed to sing it for a second.
We're
For a
not
second, you'll be
monetized.
I don't even think I got the lyrics right in the little.
I don't know.
snippet,
It doesn't
but
matter.
It
It
doesn't
wasn't
matter
good enough.
So okay. So actually, not speaking of messages. Oh my god! Speaking of messages, somebody actually emailed us a while ago and actually requested that we do another trail technology episode. So we did one a
Yeah.
while back.
While back.
But I think that it required more. And so we waited a little bit and we decided, we need to do another trail technology episode.
Yeah.
And maybe there's been some groundbreaking stuff this year, but I think there's just like so many things to talk about with this subject. Whether it's like diving into one specific thing, like I'm sure we're going to talk about GPS a lot, or if
Yeah.
there are any like interesting trail tech items out there that we may or may not be interested in using.
Well,
Yeah,
there was
we're-
a lot of companies that we talked about it the last episode too, things that were kind of new in 2025 gear-wise. But I don't know what that was.
R's, W's. They're hard.
Yeah. But technology has changed even in material too. Like we talked about the new Dyneema, the 3.9. Like that's technically like I would consider
It's an
that trail
advancement,
technology.
yeah.
It's an advancement in a material. It's a new thing, but so it doesn't have to be just like electronic related, I guess, is what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't have to be.
This is a pretty broad topic.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
technology can be all sorts of
Although
stuff.
I did only do electronic.
Me too.
based.
Same.
Me too.
So-
I think, but
We live in a digital age. I mean, let's be real.
well, when I think of trail technology, though, I do think more like in our like
Something that requires a charge or a battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
We're giving ourselves basically an out so that when we go off the rails and talk about something that's not electrical, we are good to go.
Right.
Daft
Which we don't know if
Giving
we're going to get
ourselves
there yet
permission.
because we're just making this up as we go.
No,
Can I
that's
start
not
with
true.
something? I'm gonna start us
Are
off
we-
light because there are a couple things that we could get into that can get us in the weeds a little bit, and I
Yeah.
don't want to start off in the weeds. So we're gonna start off with something I thought was crazy innovative and probably ridiculous, but I think cool as. So this is actually Pfeiffer's probably gonna be happy because we're gonna go to
Magnets?
we're gonna go to BioLite, who is the maker of the Lucy Light, right? And they have a lot of interesting products. You can
Hold
see
Brian
them,
back.
You can see them at REI. They make a ton of lighting equipment, and it ranges from camp lights to
Yeah.
solar powered stuff. But there's one thing in particular that is very interesting, and you are not on
This
the right
can't
website.
be it, dude. This
Yeah, I was like, there's no way this is
As soon as I got here, I was like, this ain't.
It looks like a remote control.
extraordinary
talking about
results with
lasers and
laser
shit.
precision.
So
Laser
light is
precision.
LITE.
Makes it cooler.
Oh,
couldn't
shit,
get
that's
the-
it. I went to this.
Bro's rusty. Bro's rusty.
Paul's been off for a while.
I want to learn about lasers.
Golly, don't put a little.
Would you guys
trap
bring
this
laser?
guy will
Would you
get
guys
it.
bring lasers on the trail?
I wouldn't bring lasers specifically, but laser beams that are
I
attached
hope
to sharks'
you
heads.
go
I
to the
would.
same website again.
I hope so, too.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you went back again?
I'm sorry, but this is not it either. You got to go back one more.
All right.
It's up.
So-
all right, let's let him breathe.
I got you, I got you, I got you.
LITE.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh my
Desire
God.
relief.
Dusty off the
Hey.
cobwebs over here. Give me a break. Give me a
Paul's on
break.
the ones and twos.
So so they have a lot of different lighting equipment, but there's one thing that's really interesting called the camp stove. Okay.
Oh, so you totally stole mine, dude.
Oh,
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh no
Dude,
way.
Go for it. You're doing better.
Okay, so the camp stove
Keep talking.
is do the second one. Do the second one. That one right there. The camp stove 2.0. So this you can use sticks to burn that the energy charges your phone.
Yeah.
How
Isn't that fucking
wild
cool?
is that?
This
dude?
is great for camping.
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Cool.
It's a compact smokeless wood burning camp stove that also has a charger on it.
That's dope.
How nuts is that?
That's
And
neat.
This is
That's
so
neat.
cool.
Isn't that neat?
It's so cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I saw this. It's one of those like it makes sense when you think about it.
That
It's like if
battery
you're
charger
looking-
doesn't get hot enough with like.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
I'm sure
but
there's some.
That wouldn't
this
melt.
idea
There's
is
a barrier
sweet.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The idea
it's
is
from a
sweet.
concept.
The
it's
idea
a
is
cool
sweet.
It's a little
idea.
fussy in like the design application of it, but I think the idea is amazing.
So
I think
Wouldn't
if
it
you're
be
looking
cool if you
for-
could connect would that have to be connected to the source? Like, or could you? I mean, I'm assuming that's how it draws it, but
I'm curious if
it'd be
it
sweet
like,
was like just a
is-
USB
does it
cord.
charge
Oh, I see
a
what you're
battery,
saying.
right? That you
Well,
can charge later.
I would
Yeah,
assume that
I
this
think
would be
that
great
looks
for
like the
camera
whole
batteries.
thing has to be connected,
I think that
yeah.
orange thing is a battery in and of itself.
That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what's
so
getting it.
you'll gain a charge,
Right,
And then
through-
you could use that and with the fire gone, you
But
could then
dude,
use that
What's,
to charge.
what's really
outside
interesting
of
is
it.
that,
Camera batteries, man. Charge the camera
Oh,
batteries
yeah.
with this
Yeah,
would be
bro.
great.
dude, it's crazy.
Not having to worry about solar.
But if I'm not taking this backpacking.
No, I know that.
So yeah,
But if you're on an expedition or something like that, you're in the
Yeah,
backcountry and
and I'm
you're
thinking
out for a few
just
days.
like even just
a good
emergency,
idea.
You know?
maybe survival type stuff. But if you're just, I mean, if you're living out in a cabin, you got nothing.
Yeah.
Or you're out for weeks and weeks, and you're intentionally living without electricity and stuff.
Yeah.
This is a way.
you could be an off-gridder with this.
I
thing.
mean, you could easily get energy,
Real
power.
quick.
You know what you need to power. It's
Real
great.
quick. So
Yeah, yeah.
what are there's levels or like a meter, like 3 different meters on there that gauge different things. Can you look to see
Left
what
means
those are?
not quite there. Middle means we getting there. Third one is we good.
Shut up. Can you? Yeah.
Can we zoom in on those LED?
Yeah, what's the what's the
meters?
milliamp or whatever? I think that's what they measure at MHZ or whatever.
300.
Okay, so that's not a lot.
yeah, it's not a ton.
That's pretty light. Yeah, as far as like
And
what
I imagine,
it can accept.
I imagine from just heat, you probably aren't getting a crazy amount of
3,000
electricity, but-
milliamps to me is I think the one I have for my backpacking kit's like 12,000.
Zoom in
20.
and see if you
Or
can
so-
zoom in
yeah,
on
it's
that
kinda
picture
like
at
that's-
all.
There's
Low.
one that's 20 that I have, and there's
not
one that's
really.
10 that I have.
Okay, I'm curious of what that is because there's 3 like LED light.
This one's like a
meters.
flame. This middle one looks like a fan, and then the other one is a battery.
So it's just giving you the analytics and diagnostics on the screen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's fair.
Or it's just telling you like you could probably charge the battery without the flame
fire.
portion of
Yeah,
it, the
yeah,
fire
yeah.
portion.
Oh.
So I bet you it has a few different banks based on
How
if
it's
you are
receiving
using
it.
the flame, this is how much battery you have per the flame or the fuel from the fire, and then here's how much charge you have in our
Right.
storage or whatever that you did onshore.
I feel like there
Power-wise.
are probably
sure.
better ways to charge your equipment out in the backcountry, but this is innovative
It's nice.
as f-
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
cool.
one of those things.
cool-
that
it's a cool idea.
We kind of hinted at it in the last episode too, but it's one of those things that I've never seen anything like this before. So if this is sort of the first step into that, then this could lead to. I think it maybe opens some doors because that's kind of a bulky thing, like you said, Alex.
So-
it's not super convenient the way
Right,
it's
right.
like.
It's funny.
but-
That's exactly where my brain went. Was how do you accept heat to turn it into to fill a battery bank? So
What's
my,
it- what's
my
it called
gut
again?
is like, what's
BioLite.
the thing you could basically like? I mean, think about
the camp
sitting
stove,
around a campfire at
2.0
night
or whatever, 2
and
plus.
you know when you're like cooking the pudgy pie thing, if you like turn your headlamp on and it's like, oh, it's just like white, and then you turn it off and it's like red hot.
Yeah.
Imagine
Still heat
putting.
there.
Like if there was something they made that you just put legit into the fire and
just-
cabled out to whatever drive you wanted, like what? Again, I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't know the answer. But there's an application at some point,
Right.
for something like that. Like imagine something that's like the size of a credit card. You bury it into the flames, and
Yeah.
it just shoots power out to your whatever it is you
and
want
this,
to
I mean,
connect.
this can only now get smaller and more efficient.
Exactly.
And more like
yeah. So this might be the tip of the spear
Yeah.
as far as like the actual tech, but this I'm excited to see this go somewhere.
so
yeah, man.
interesting.
It's and
Because it could change everything.
right and I mean you're right that I think there are products available like battery banks and stuff like that and solar that definitely have more punch. Like you can get a lot more out of it, but.
right.
I think
this
is
is
a
like
cool
do
step.
you remember what your first USB drive held when you were a kid?
Oh my gosh,
266
Right.
KB. Like, dude,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now
Yeah.
you can put a terabyte in your pocket for $20.
the old
I mean,
iPod
crazy.
Shuffle could
Yeah,
hold
dude.
like 30 songs.
So
and
here's-
now you can
Exactly.
hold
Like in
50
5,
movies
10 years, this is going to
5,000
be
movies.
really cool.
So real quick, I was very
It's
curious
cool
about
now.
a couple things. So it kept mentioning these fan speeds.
I'm looking at it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So-
Internal jets.
So listen, on the BioLite Camp Stove 2 Plus, the 3 levels on the front correspond to the fan speed setting that help control the intensity of the fire. The stove uses a built-in fan to improve combustion efficiency, and the 3 levels are low,
So it
medium,
feeds
and
the fire.
high. These fan speeds are important because they optimize the stove's performance based on your needs and also help to maximize the stove's ability to convert heat into electricity for charging devices.
So it's using its own power to
Bonus
to power
light
the
for cooking,
fan
dude.
to
We'd
get
be
more
cooking
power.
spam
The
on
more-
this thing in no time.
The more air you push through the fire, the hotter it burns, which means you get more electricity for the fan and USB charging.
Do BioLite send us one?
Yeah, Cool.
dude.
I can't
this-
wait for
this
them
is
to
super cool.
I can't wait for them to
This is
turn
neat.
this technology into a crotch pot.
Oh, jeez.
Where I could charge my phone just by my
Brother,
crotch.
I'm gonna believe that something like that. I mean, they got heated jackets that you can hook, turn on. Like, imagine
Yep.
just making that
So,
smaller.
wait,
You
are
could-
one day our phones are just
doable.
going to charge from the friction in our pocket of just like walking with our phone in our
I was
pocket?
going to say, how much friction are
sounds
you
too
putting in your
convenient.
pocket?
Hey, man.
that sounds too good.
Yeah.
sounds like the pants are a little tight.
It's like how I don't remember what country does this, but there's a country that has roads that like
With the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
the
Where
squishy
Oh,
pads
yeah.
or whatever.
well the tire energy gets
Oh.
transferred
Yeah.
from tires
Yeah.
into like the lights
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
road,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
just fucking cool.
Yeah,
it's
I remember
really-
Those are
seeing
smart
I
countries.
remember years ago.
no money to be made there. So
I remember years ago seeing a prototype of like a road system that was just a bunch of basically puzzle pieces. That
Yeah,
they
I saw
put
that
together.
too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they,
Really neat.
They
And then-
accept the
Yeah,
compression
yeah.
of it.
And
Yeah.
then as
And
you
it's
drive
solar,
on
too.
it, it was
you just got to find
it's
that
just cool stuff, man.
We are not engineers, so we were talking a little bit out of our ass, but it's just that transfer of energy. Wherever
Yeah.
you can find it and convert it
Right.
properly,
Yeah.
then you're good to go.
We're talking
Yeah.
transfer of energy.
Transfer of
man.
energy, bro.
Buddy.
Bring it.
I would
You
love
can do it with walkways too.
I would love to
Walkway?
try.
Yeah.
So hey, BioLite, if you, I mean, it's price point's a little
Send
high.
us
It's $200, but I
send
would
it.
love to
Send
try
it.
this. This would be freaking sweet.
I'm gonna
Do
reach
a
out.
review.
It's a really, really cool, compelling idea,
What's the
right?
full? There's like a full set. What's that other one? What's that include?
Well, that's
Stove
like
complete
The
set.
spam cooker.
Camper.
It's only
Or
$100
cooking.
more.
Is that popcorn machine?
What is
What is
that?
that?
What is the-
Say-
it's like
tell
a
me that's a
kebab
coffee
station?
grinder or a popcorn
It is.
machine.
I think it's coffee. Yeah, look, it's a French press.
French
Yeah.
press, and is that like a kebab thing?
Yeah.
They got.
I mean,
it's like a grill.
just a
on
grill?
top.
They're
on top?
making kebabs. You don't have to make kebabs.
Bro, this looks like a spaceship when it's all assembled here.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty intense.
Just like
I
camping.
wouldn't recommend using it in your tent, but
Eats the smoke. Well, my ventilation's really good. I don't know if you heard last episode, but
He's not wrong.
I really dig this. This is really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm super into it.
cooking.
Well, so
beef.
it's
making burgers. Holy what?
Coffee press, burgers.
They're making burgers.
It's like this guy hasn't seen a burger in a week.
I've never.
Why does
Have
my
you- speechless.
Hold
Have
on.
you-
Why does my grill at home not have a USB charger? I can do this out in the backcountry, but I can't do it on my back porch.
How about that?
Come on.
Well, it's funny you
yeah,
brought up
cool.
something that was like for charging, because I did have something. It was just kind of a blanket statement for technology. It was just the solar chargers, the high output power banks, and that kind of thing that we're
Right.
able to bring with us that are super small.
Right,
That
true
we can
backpacking.
literally, I can charge my phone that I'm using every day for all trails, so it's constantly being used. I can charge my camera as we're doing the podcast for an hour, and then I can also charge my phone at night. And did I say my phone already? And then my Apple Watch,
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
all on one charge.
So, Brian, it's a good thing that you mentioned that, because so last episode we talked about like some of the best gear that came out in
Yeah.
2025, and if you look at any of those lists, like half the shit are batteries.
Yeah.
because something has turned in the technology
tech
for
is just getting that
rechargeable.
much
better,
yeah,
yeah.
the tech has really gotten out of, like, really advanced, and
It's-
any of that stuff can just be zapped.
the companies like Anchor are doing incredible jobs. The BioLite is on here for doing a really good job, and then Nightcore is another one.
Nightcore, I
was
see
on.
a lot. Yeah, from like they're like ultralight ones.
Yeah.
That's actually on my list. But
like,
I want
damn,
to.
they're so small, they're so light, and they have so much power.
I want to stay in the power land. I'm gonna do a car camping item.
Yes.
that I got gifted last year. That is incredible.
I was going to talk about something like this
It's
too.
it's I believe the Jackery
awesome.
power bank. I mean, it's got like 6 plugs on it. 2
Be careful
USBs.
how you type that into Google.
Hello.
But it's like it's slightly bigger than like a car battery would be. But
Right, it's got a handle on it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, and actually, you can hook solar panels up to it. I have solar panels for it.
Someone gifted you this?
Yeah, dude, it's insane, and it's got like. I
Well,
think
there's a ton of different versions of these things.
Yeah, this is like a
Is your
home
friend
generator
Is
one.
your friend Bill Gates?
no, this isn't the one. This one
This is like a home generator
this
one.
one's a generator.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
bro, like, who got you an $1,800 battery?
No, my mother-in-law got it for us as
I've
like
seen
a
this, yes.
joint gift, but
This
it
is
was
dope.
one of those things like she got an awesome deal on it. I think it was actually like she got a Black Friday
Friday
deal on
deal.
it.
Yeah.
And like it's incredible, and I've fully loaded it, and like we went to Acadia. I charged it before the trip, and we used it every single night, and I want to say it never got below like 80%.
What?
It was insanity. I mean, it holds a absolute truck ton of charge. I mean, you can like when our power went out at one point, and Allison just used it in the house. But you can do all sorts of things with it. I mean, you can hook up, your refrigerator. I mean, obviously, and like it tells you like what it'll last. Most of what we're charging was like cameras and phones, but still to that end, like we had a lot of power for a long time and never really had to think about it.
I inherited a blue TTI, which is a similar product to this that we used the whole time we were in Acadia as well, and
it's incredible, man.
We hooked up our phones, we charged, and we had lights in the tents and stuff like that. It was amazing. They're great.
So, question on this, because you think of like, and this is outside of the camping space a little bit, because I think of this like we had our power go out for
I used
a while.
mine for when our power went out. Yeah,
and now because this isn't fuel, meaning like a generator where you put
Right.
fuel in it, its ability like if I charged it up and didn't need to use it for 10 months, is it just
How
going to
does it
hold that
hold?
charge forever and never?
I don't think the batteries hold the charge forever. They'll
a great
diminish. They'll
They
diminish.
definitely.
A bit.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
what is it, a
fact,
half-life
Any
or
battery
like
won't
whatever?
last forever.
Right.
It
Yeah.
is not in use. But like, what is the
I don't-
shelf
I
life?
don't know.
of
They
the
Yeah.
actually
battery hold?
recommend you don't store it fully charged.
Right.
Because
Right.
I remember when I was like doing a little bit of research on it, because I was like, oh, this is a really nice, I want to take care of it. Like I want to, it's a battery. I don't know what's the best way to keep it healthy. In your kind of quote unquote like off season, yeah, I think they say like 60% charge, 70%. So I usually like when we got home, I just kind of set it up and I just started using it just
To bring it
generally.
down a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like temper it a little bit.
Because that'd be my own. Like I can't. Now, if you're using it regularly for camp, like that's great. Because
Yeah.
my concern would be I wouldn't use it often enough.
Well, okay. So
and then it's
I used mine when we were in Acadia. That was in August, right?
Yes.
My power just went out. I don't know, 2 weeks ago for maybe like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I had not charged it since we got back, and I think I had 76% battery left.
Yeah, dude.
Used it for the entire time the power was out. I was charging my phone. I had a lamp hooked up to it. And on the front of the Blue TCI version
Have
that
a
I
little
had,
light bulb
it
on
has
it?
a light bulb
Same
on
with
it.
ours, yeah.
So
It's cool.
I
Nice.
had that on as well. I think I was also
Yeah.
charging my wife's phone.
I
Wow.
mean, again, it's like you're talking about the
intense.
size of a car battery.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not like a small.
Hey, Paul?
It's not
Right.
something you put in your
roll
pocket.
roll up top on this website. Just go all the way to the top, and then because you're in like the home, like these are all home power ones. These are like the crazy ones. Go all the way up and look for. There's like portable versions.
Dude, if you hit the BioLite website, I'll buy you dinner. I'm kidding.
There's like
Go
portable
down,
power
yes.
stations because this is all
Yeah,
like
that's about what
these are all
ours-
solar
what we have.
generators. So on the left there's
We're on the
portable
Well,
power
those are
stations.
packages because they come with solar panels.
Right,
like mine
right.
came with solar panels.
So like which one of these do you, the
like
Explorer?
the Explorer, probably one of those.
Explorer 5000 plus.
No, I think it's on the bottom row, like the far left one. On
Yeah,
the right,
like,
or second
Explorer
one.
1000.
Yeah, one of those.
I'm just curious, like pulling it up like that.
That
Yeah,
looks
it's-
close.
It's like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's
yeah,
dope.
three plugs, the light, cigarette lighter. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a bunch of nice features.
important.
And I mean,
cool.
yeah, I mean, if you're
It's neat.
taking that on, if you just want to have some power when you're out at a car camping place,
Out and
and
about.
it's like that's just a beautiful thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
1 to 3 days.
Yeah, and you can charge you can power a ton of stuff. They give you like a breakdown of like you can do your refrigerator for however many hours.
See, I can't do a refrigerator
90,
on mine.
Yeah.
900
too
iPhone
much.
charges. It's kind of ridiculous, but
Yeah.
the breakdown of it's really kind of interesting.
And I'm thinking of like when we go to West Branch or when we do that stuff. Now, normally they have power hookup anyway,
Right.
But assuming they didn't, it's just the simple stuff of like throwing a light up and having a
I
place.
mean,
to
that's
put your
what we
phone
used
and
it for.
stuff.
We
Yeah.
didn't have power in Acadia.
Right, unpowered,
So it
just
was
tent
unpowered.
camping.
Sometimes
yeah,
you're
just really at a
having-
tent camping spot.
Right.
Sometimes just having a light to be able to just move around and
Yeah,
do your thing.
it was
is,
nice.
Well,
it's
and not
nice.
feel like you need to conserve it, right?
Right,
like I think
yeah.
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool piece, and it gives you just some flexibility.
I like it.
I like it. Very nice.
Like the name Jackery, and they look slick.
Yeah, they're good.
Cool design.
Well made.
Yeah,
They're heavy.
Okay,
can
so
batteries aren't light.
this is a piece of technology I've never even thought about, and I just kind of stumbled upon it in doing a little research. And I don't know how useful it will be, but it's interesting to talk about. So, weather meters.
Okay.
So there are these products, and Paul, you can look up the brand.
Talk to me, Goose.
Kestler. So Kestrel.
BIOLI.
They make these
What'd you just
these
spell?
like handheld. They make these handheld weather readers, and they kind of like
I've seen these,
They have
yeah.
like these little fans on top that get like wind
The wind
speed,
speed.
and they can kind of get a vibe of like what the weather might be at while you're out there. Now this is like obviously most of the time when we look up weather, we're looking up apps for what's Apple weather say
Right.
it's going to look like, and we don't always have service,
And it's just
an
like the
interesting thing.
meteorologists on the news. It's right 35%
Yeah,
of the
right.
time. So,
So
It's
the
just-
2500 was the one I just kind of
It's
picked.
just somebody using this somewhere else.
yeah,
and,
right,
like,
yeah.
putting it
you
into
can
an
be
app.
just like
Yeah.
the professionals.
So it says
Yeah.
like nature can turn at any moment, predict what's headed your way with the perfect instrument for any outdoor activity. So it does like it's
well,
as a
and how many times have we been out and like you talk about wind speed, you talk about temperature, like some of that like is more like just the digital reading of that moment right where you're at.
Right.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
This has a barometric pressure, temperature, wind chill, wind speed, and air speed.
Yeah.
And it can kind of
Sweet.
like see like
What's it weigh? 50 grams? I mean, it can't be that heavy.
it doesn't look like it's that heavy. Again, it's a
probably has some like AAA batteries or something.
you're popping batteries in and everything like that. But
Yeah.
it definitely seems like a pretty sweet thing. I'm not saying this is something that's a necessity at all, but it's just an interesting piece of technology that like most people I don't think about when they're going out in the backcountry.
Well, and think about I'm sure we could find it because this is when I say it, everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, of course they have the wind speed up there every day. But like the whites,
Right.
if the whites wasn't like such a like if they weren't reading that every single day, and like you can literally go watch a camera of what's at the top at any
Right.
point, but on like at the Adirondacks or something, some of those peaks, I don't know, there'd be no way of knowing the wind speed.
that's true.
Like this would be a cool piece to have on some of our trips because really the only one we've ever gone on that would have had that data would be either like Mount Washington because you could drive a car up there,
Right.
or the Whites. So if we were on a trip somewhere with a peak and we wanted to know,
Yeah.
And
those types of details.
Washington
and that's-
is the whites.
And that's I think
You're talking
for,
about Mitchell.
You're talking about
yeah,
Mitchell and
Mitchell,
Washington. Yeah.
I think that's where, like, it's interesting, and maybe if there's a desire to know, like, I'm just interested.
It's very- yeah.
But
Yeah.
from a need to know kind of thing, it's a.
When you're
it-
talking
when
about just the
we're-
wind speed, this is trying to calculate based on wind speed and all this other information.
What's coming.
Temperature,
What-
barometric pressure.
Yeah, what
Right.
kind of weather
Wind
can you
chill.
expect
But at-
maybe in the next couple
But
hours?
at
I'm
the,
gonna
but at the
say
same
this.
time, I know when we were in Wyoming and we were at that campsite, we looked up, we said, hey, storm's coming. Because it was like,
Yeah.
it got dark in
Yeah.
5 seconds and then we heard thunder in the distance. It was
very
like, so,
obvious.
Right.
I don't know if I would have been like, oh, wait, let me check.
I think that
I-
this is not necessarily a backpacking tool necessity. I think this is more like you have scientists or researchers
Right.
out in the field,
Right. Yeah.
or like extreme sport, isolated.
That's what I was
No,
getting
you
at.
know what it is?
If you're about to drop in on some crazy cliff from
Yeah.
a helicopter on a snowboard, and it's like I probably need to know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'm getting into.
I know,
you there's
I
certain
know
things.
exactly who this. We're too young for this product because when people
young.
turn like 50, they become
I wanna
obsessed
know.
with the weather.
I want to know
Every
everything.
parent, all of my parents
All two of them.
are obsessed. All four are obsessed
That's
with the weather.
boredom.
Boredom or not? No, I'm just saying, dude. There's a time where people are like always checking the weather. Like,
Yeah.
and it comes with age. I remember my dad got like a digital meter for the outside, and he's like, I just want to know.
I guess my father-in-law
Everybody
has
has
one
one,
too. Yeah.
dude. We're
like
too
a
young for
screen
this
and it's
right
got
now.
like a weather vane
Yes.
thing up at the yeah.
I don't know anybody
dude.
like
I
that.
don't. I'm
Yes.
not.
You're
I've
kinda
not
right.
experienced this.
Dad,
kinda
We're too
right.
young. We're too
Yeah.
young.
Well, you
man.
this is a perfect gift for your dad.
How much is it?
Yeah.
for Christmas?
180
He's
bucks.
already got the other one hooked up. He
What's
doesn't
what's
need
funny?
this.
What's funny is I
hilarious.
like my
You know, when
dad.
he's out on the golf course.
My dad's not there, but if I got him this, I know he'd be excited.
He would, yeah.
Dude,
like,
do
oh,
they-
I
cool.
know
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah. I'm
They
gonna go
do sell
outside
a
and check.
combo pack with I f***ing lost it.
Werther's candies?
No, beep beep.
Metal
no,
detector.
metal detector.
Yeah, we're too
nice.
young for
Thank
that
you.
shit too.
Exactly. That's
but
what I
yeah,
mean.
if you read the fine print, it says must be 50 years
Must be
old
50
or
years
older
old.
to use.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
nice.
dude, youngsters aren't buying this thing.
Yeah,
Out in the field,
is
out in the
cool.
field, though, I do see this like scientists, engineer, researchers, people
Also,
like that.
if we
yeah.
were, I mean, it would be interesting. At least I don't have a desire to do this because I don't necessarily care too much. But if I was someone who did, is to like, hey, when we go up to Marcy, like let's log. Let's what is it like up there? It's fun.
Yeah.
Let's
This
put
is a
some numbers
middle-aged
to it.
man's game.
if you're
And it's
really
like-
into
This isn't
like,
our game yet.
if
You
you're
know.
really into like,
And
yeah,
because we go up,
Tracking
we've been on
data.
with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
We've been on
data.
a bunch. It's like, hey, what's the difference on Algonquin versus
What's
Marcy?
the
versus
difference between
Texas
charting
Pass,
like, oh, today we
you know?
did
Right.
12 miles, we did 4,000
Right,
feet
right.
of elevation. It's the same. It's just
Same
another
thing.
metric.
Yeah,
Another metric.
You know what's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
badass career? Storm chaser, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
For sure.
All right, so
I might
next year,
switch careers.
instead of us
Dangerous.
doing a backpacking
I need to
trip,
move to
we're just,
Oklahoma.
We're just all gonna get one of
go storm chasing.
I'm moving
God.
to Kansas,
Yeah,
Sounds-
dude.
chasing storms,
get
one
Tornado
of the
alley.
chasing tornadoes.
Yeah, and
And
just go and
tumbleweed.
find thunderstorms.
All right.
go.
I kind of wanted to talk about all trails a little bit
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah.
because
Please, I'm
there's
into that.
there's some changes that happen.
And there's another tier. There's a pro tier.
it's not
I thought
pro
there already
anymore.
was a pro tier.
So it is a
Super pro.
plus and peak, I think is what
Oh,
they're
yeah,
terming
peak.
it called now. Yeah, plus and peak. It used to be they only had, you have a free version, you still have a free version. Then they had a pro version, which got you all the offline
expanded suite of tools.
Yeah, a lot of different tools, different
The janky
topos,
trail maker.
all kinds of
Route
stuff.
maker.
All kinds of stuff it came with. But now they have two options,
Yeah.
the plus and the peak. The peak adds a few enhancements and stuff like that.
Build your own route is on the highest one.
There's
though.
two different.
Really?
Yeah, now.
There's only like a couple of features because I
Well,
remember looking.
Hold on, because I was curious and I made like a little chart here too. So if you're just looking between the plus and the peak, you can still custom do routes on the plus, but it is limited and it's based on all of the legacy map builder that the other one had.
Oh, so the new one is
website-based.
even better.
So because the legacy one was a little jank.
The new one, you have mobile option now to be able to custom do a route, which you didn't have in the previous version.
Okay.
Cool, man. When they send us our sponsorship, we won't have to worry about paying
Right.
for
Right.
it.
Exactly.
It is more
All Trails.
expensive.
What's up?
But they're also
Saw,
using
dude.
an
Saw,
app-based AI-powered smart routing,
Okay.
which should make a route shorter or more scenic.
they're getting
or
in on
less
the AI
steep
game,
or,
too.
Yeah. So there's things that you can tell it that you want it to do, and it will spit out a custom trail. Which is
All right,
kinda
all
neat.
trails. Find me a Jimmy John's out in the woods. I know.
Yeah, sure.
Find me my Jimmy foldable sandals.
Yeah.
It is interesting to kind of go back and forth and look at some of the feature sets that are with one or the other. The Plus is going to cost you $35.99 a year, where the Peak will cost you $79.99 for the
Oh
year.
man, the
Still,
fact that
I
they
mean-
didn't make that a hundo, like
Yeah.
a lot of respect there.
I
not
will
a ton.
say,
Still reasonable.
yeah, still pretty reasonable for I think what you get on it. I like using an app-based program for our GPS. I think All Trails is pretty unique in the fact, not, I guess unique's probably not the right word, because there are other companies that do something very similar.
Well, and I
There's-
wanted to go. I thought I saw it. Is Fat Map still a thing? Because I remember at one point
So there's
seeing
it's a big
ads
thing.
Not
like
that I know
crazy
of.
for Fat Map, and I thought I saw that it.
I've
it's
never
no
heard of Fat
longer
Map.
around.
I haven't heard of Fat Map either.
Same.
The ones that were like Gaia GPS is a big one. Onyx
Yeah, Gaia.
Backcountry is a big one. CalTopo is another big one. And then this one that is called Far Out, which is formerly known as Gut Hook Guides. And people,
Far
I
Out,
think,
dude.
know about Gut
Reddit
Hook Guides.
says Fat Map is done.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Strava bottom.
Oh, okay. Because I
yeah.
remember seeing
Strava loves the gobble.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing ads for them like just nonstop during
Yeah.
a period of time, and it was cool because it was you build your own route and do everything, and we go in and we kind of walk through the route in a 3D, and the it seemed
That's
cool.
cool.
It was a little gimmicky, but it seemed cool. It was doing stuff that All Trails couldn't do, at least at the time.
Well, I think the thing that I love about All Trails is it is massive and it's very big
Right.
in the community based of like people are commenting on custom routes that people have done or other routes and saying, yeah, this time of year was really great, or make sure you watch out for this, or you can add waypoints and you can add pictures and you can still do live tracking. So if you want to share your location with people, like your family or whatever, you can do that. They can log in and they can see where you are.
All Trails is one of those products, excuse me, that benefits from the sheer volume of users.
Right.
That, like, even if it's not the best of the best, like, there might be other features that they don't have that are better on
Yeah.
something else. But the fact that they have so many users on there and people contributing to the actual maps and the
Right.
waypoints and the locations, it makes it unbeatable. And I'm a whatever user, a pro user, I guess technically now.
You better so
I'm
check
e-
because
I'm
I just
eager-
checked and I'm Peak and I don't even remember.
Oh,
signing up
so
for
it
Pink.
maybe
I think
yeah.
it probably
automatically
whatever you
flips
were
you.
up, it puts you
Yeah.
up into the next bracket. It
Okay.
it registers yearly.
So that auto renew is going to be a little bit higher this next
Yeah,
time around.
It
I
happened
think
in
All
November.
Trails. I think All Trails does a lot of good things. Alex, I think you bring up a good point. I think that the community drive is
Yeah.
what makes it so great, and they are
Yeah.
making improvements. I do think the UI is a little jank.
It's quirky.
They got some things that they got to work on with that. But overall, it is the king.
Well, they're doing.
I'm
they're
curious. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they're doing a couple new things that I think are really cool. Like they have a safety and off route alert now. So like if you had
They've
planned
had
to-
that for a little while.
Have they had that one?
Yeah, because on my
it'll
watch
send it to
it'll
your
tell
phone-
me
okay.
like, "Yo, dog, like,
Yeah,
are you
you're
sure you
off.
want to do this?"
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
you
okay.
have to like physically click it. I think twice to basically say like,
You're
"Leave me
doing it
alone. I'm
for-
doing this
yeah,
intentional."
right,
Like,
okay.
yeah, I mean, it's a good safety feature.
Yeah.
I'm actually what I'm curious about, and I was going to say is now that they're like such a huge brand in this area, I'm actually really curious to see who's going to challenge it, because there's obviously a market for this. Someone else is going to make something that's going to compete with it, and I'm just
Well, they
curious.
do.
Well,
to see.
at one point wasn't Google coming out with something?
Well, so
Yeah, I
Google-
think they're
what-
so far back though.
Yeah, what Google did is they integrated into Google Maps,
Right.
A trail option, things that are similar to that. So similar to how you would like do directions,
Right,
right,
in
right.
Google Maps, you could do on a trail.
Yeah.
but I think that for backpackers and hikers and outdoorsy people, we like more niche products, and I don't want to have to use
Yeah.
something
Google to go
I
hike.
do.
Google
I
to go
don't.
hike.
I don't know if I would
Yeah.
trust it, man. I think Gaia GPS I trust. I would trust Onyx.
I think
Backcountry.
Onyx is really kind of confusing though, and
You think?
I've not spent a
Have
ton
you
of
used
time.
it?
Yeah, I had the I paid for it on one trip as like a trial.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I think it does incredibly well is like wild camping,
Yeah.
or like on BLM land. It like tells you where you're at. Like if you just pull up the map on one of the, I think it's the backcountry one.
It has a more
It'll
detailed
say
map.
like, "Yo, you're on private property,"
Yeah.
or "You're in BLM land."
Right.
Like obviously in the northeastern part of the country, there's not as much BLM land, but out west, it's like literally everywhere. So having an app like that to tell you
That's one of its
is
main
incredibly
features.
helpful. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like
It's probably good for
off-road
snowboarding,
trails.
hunters, things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Off-roading,
And-
yeah.
And again, it's one of those things. It's there's a lot of like geo information on it. It's cool, and I imagine that it's like Paul's looking through now, like hiking near me. It's very different than when I used it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I know this. Well, I'll just ask. At what point does stuff like this make like the InReach?
Well, okay, so that's
Totally
what I wanted.
obsolete.
I have the InReach, and I have another version of a Garmin product.
Well, the InReach is
Nothing.
communication when you don't have communication.
So yes, so the InReach
You take
Mini
that,
is
Akron?
going to give you a bunch of different types of features. Where, like Alex mentioned, it is more communication based. So InReach Mini 2 is their new version, right? It's a little bit more compact and a little bit more lightweight. It has a two-way messaging anywhere, so it's using the IRAD satellite.
Dope.
Or no, what is it called? Iridium satellite. Excuse me.
magic, the internet.
You have a 24/7 city.
He is.
I know.
All right, he's putting
Oh.
the state with it.
We're really
Sorry, Paul's
distracted.
doing something
Yeah.
totally on the side, and it's blowing my mind.
Honestly, the Onyx search is
Oh,
way.
yeah.
a little. Yeah,
It's not good. He looked up. He looked up Akron, and it gave everything but Akron, Ohio. It was like Akron, Illinois. Akron. No one's ever
Maybe
heard
there's
of
no.
it.
Maybe there's no.
Maybe
camping
no
in
routes.
Akron, Ohio.
Anyways,
I sincerely
Anyways.
apologize.
Anyways,
I blame Paul.
so InReach Mini 2.
Yeah,
InReach Mini 2. Yeah, more interactive with being a SOS kind of device.
Okay, so
Using satellite
right,
to communicate. Minimal communication, but you can still communicate.
Right, it's like SMS type.
great
type
product.
Stuff, yeah.
Okay, so Garmin had to make a new version of this because the InReach Mini basically became obsolete when Apple decided to put the
I was
GPS
just gonna say
SOS.
that.
and that's what I was
Technology,
getting
right?
at, is like, at what point does the dedicated device that only does that thing
I think it's on its way
useless?
out now.
Well, hold
No.
on. So it's not because of two reasons. One, it sounds like they added some great
Go to the
features that
two.
you cannot do with the Apple SOS
Yep.
GPS. One being that I don't think that Apple can do the communication.
You can do You can do 500 characters to send satellite.
Okay, so
via
you can't do like
satellite.
text.
The thing that the InReach Mini 2 can do is that I think the satellite is more reliable. Although people are saying that it can be difficult sometimes depending on canopy coverage to get a good
like you
line of
good,
sight.
clear sight of you. Yeah,
I have an argument for this product that has nothing to do with the technical advantage.
looks cool on your pack.
It does. For sure.
Put that on your shoulder.
Eggs in one basket scenario.
Yeah.
That's
The
fair.
phone one is
eggs in one basket.
more flimsy.
This is more durable.
This
Oh, yeah.
is more
and has a
flimsy,
longer time
Yeah.
battery life.
and it does a million different things. This is if we're concerned about survival,
Right.
having the dedicated thing might be,
The thing
an
that-
advantage.
is it $250?
There's too many things that can go
good,
wrong with
though?
a phone compared to this.
And you're pulling your phone
Right.
out every 5 minutes to take a picture. You could, drop it and screw it
The
up.
thing
whatever.
that bothers me about this, though, is that the screen on this thing, I mean, it's not known for being like super deep. Like you
Yeah.
are literally,
You don't want to be using.
you're
it.
not getting topo on this. You're just getting the
Yeah.
trail line and your marker, and that's it. There's no other notifications of where you are, what that mountain is, that kind of thing. You're not seeing any kind of
It's an
topo design
emergency
on that at
device,
all.
though. I
But
mean,
it still is a GPS. You can still use it for
Yeah, I mean,
GPS.
it's showing you your trail line there, and that you can.
if you
follow.
do want something like that has a bigger screen, colored, you're getting topo, you're getting all that other information, you still have a nice SOS feature. It's still an inReach. It is the Garmin GPS Map 67i, but it is
I thought you were going to say
$600.
it's the Apple iPhone.
No, it's $600, which is a little hard to
I
swallow.
want to see this. I want.
Yeah,
well,
tell me that
frickin'
again, Brian.
The
iPhone's
Garmin
about
GPS Map,
more than 1,000.
GPS MAP is all one word, 67i. And do you know how hard it was to say 67 like that?
Oh, you kids!
Lean in, man.
you rascals.
A little bit
so
bit
this
larger.
is a midway point between a
Whoa.
smartphone and a GPS.
Yeah, but
this
it
is
is
like a Magellan when you were like
Yeah.
a kid. Yeah.
But it does everything the InReach Mini pretty much does, except it gives you a more detailed map.
Dude, and you look like you're in like Lone Survivor pulling out the Satcom when you pull
The
it out.
charge
Dude,
life
for sure.
on these things is ridiculous. Like the InReach Mini, I think.
It's like a couple of days, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like-
3
Well,
days or something.
It's more than that.
I mean, it's got to be because my smartwatch, which has GPS on it and a lot of other features, can last like I don't charge it every 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
That's your
Yeah.
Garmin, right?
My Garmin
Yeah,
watch,
yeah,
yeah.
that's wild.
So I would imagine a device that kind of does less, although it is more
and-
important.
Right.
I mean, it goes
do
to your
more.
it goes to your point because the Apple Watch is going to last maybe
Days
a couple
too.
days, maybe
Yeah.
if you're lucky. Whereas
Yeah.
Garmin watch is going to last weeks, and this is going to last.
This
So
has to
if it's
be
dedicated
longer.
to fewer things that it does really well, it can usually last longer.
This says up to 840 hours in expedition mode, which is
Right.
35 days.
Holy
So
shit!
Yeah.
in where it's actively reading GPS, it's
Yeah.
85 days. That's
35
35
days. You
days.
said
or
35?
800 some
30,
hours.
35
Yeah.
days.
30-minute
That's insane,
tracking.
though.
30-minute tracking up to that long.
That's crazy.
So to me, this is not a weekend warrior product. This is through hike, solo.
Yeah.
Like if I were going out alone, this would be an awesome product to have. If I were going out with the group, I'm less concerned about it
You
because
all-
I just the confidence of like
it depends.
the group.
Well, I don't know because obviously the price point's high, but this has those features on it that maybe you didn't want to bring your phone or whatever, and it's like you could still get the benefits of more detailed GPS topographical type information.
You're getting altimeter, barometer,
Yeah.
and you're getting a compass that's a 3-axis electronic compass as well.
Yeah,
I think
in-
it's
in
an
a
awesome
single unit.
product. I just don't
Like
know.
if I was going to go Garmin
my
and Reach,
personal
I would
application.
argue you might as well do this because unless you're using it specifically as an emergency only life saving type
Right.
thing, and then do the InReach too, and then it's there only
Yeah.
if you need it.
That- yeah,
this
then
you
it's
can
truly an
use for
emergency
this. You
device.
have other functions. You could be pulling this out all the time. It's like
This
hey, I
could
wanna,
be could be your map essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would, I mean, you'd be stupid if you didn't use it like that. Because
No.
why carry a phone, then use it as a map if you have this?
Now, here's the thing that sucks. You don't just buy this thing InReach Mini for $250. It's on sale right now for $250. It's
You have to
usually $400.
Oh, you've got to subscribe.
This is $600. You do have to have a subscription plan.
I'm out.
It's a monthly cost. Not
What is
only,
it, though?
not
What's the
only-
monthly cost?
Well, there's 4 tiers for it.
Nah, I'm out.
Not only do you have a subscription plan, but there is also a one-time activation fee of $40. So
Dude, if
you
you're charging me
immediately-
$600 and then I got to pay $40,
Hold on. I would say the majority of people who are buying this, it's not for total recreational use.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of especially this product, the one with the full screen.
This is InReach Mini. Regardless, you have like the InReach Mini 2 also
it's like
requires
buying a car, man.
I
Turning
think
on
it's
the
a-
automatic start.
Yeah, I think
Right.
there's a little bit like an extra level of like
So,
who's using this and who's buying this.
I don't know. I disagree because I have like when GPS started was a bit
Yeah.
newer in cars, right? And it was like you have GPS in the car, but you got to get it updated.
Yeah,
Right.
I
It's
remember
got to
that.
do
Yeah,
all
you
this.
needed the new maps.
Right, you
Yeah.
got to download the new
Firmware.
maps. Right, like now, no, man, it's 2025. You're putting a product out that has satellites connected. We have the internet.
Yeah, but
Can
Garmin
update it.
Yeah, but Garmin has you're right. But Garmin has proprietary technology when it comes to GPS. It's exclusive.
That's funny.
Then and we're
If you
paying
want the best
$700
of the-
and
if you
we're
want the-
paying $700 for it. And if you want to incentivize other people to pay $700 for it, keep your shit updated and make it part of the product.
Bang!
Preach.
I get what Austin's saying, and I agree.
It's a premium product.
There's a
That's
premium,
it.
yeah.
Listen, if you're spending $700 on a map on a GPS to hold that is an emergency device, you don't care that you have to pay $40 and
I
whatever.
agree. That's what I mean. That's
for
what I
an-
mean.
for just a setup
'Cause I
for your first
agree with
Oh,
you.
activation.
I'm
Brian,
buying a $900
Pfeiffer.
tent. I got to spend $40 on a footprint. Who cares?
Yeah, but you don't got to spend $40 every month
But then
to
it's-
keep the footprint
Well,
stitched
okay.
together.
Here's the plans. Here's the cost and breakdowns of the plans. So there's an enabled plan that's $7.99 a month. This gives you SOS Unlimited. This is a pay-as-you-go for messaging, weather, and tracking.
So, can you turn it on and off, or do you have to like cancel and
You
then
have to
make a new
cancel
email
and
every
make-
time you want to take
Well,
it
I don't
out?
think you just cancel your
Call
your
customer
service.
support.
Okay, so that was the enabled. The essential is $14.99. You get 50 texts, weather requests.
come on, we're back
You get
in-
unlimited SOS.
Free nights and weekends.
tracking at 10 cents per location request. So if you're doing a live tracking and someone
Yeah.
wants to see where you are, 10 cents for every time that happens.
Yeah.
Then they have a standard which is $29.99, 150 texts, unlimited tracking with 10-minute intervals, unlimited check-ins.
Such a hard out on this right now, dude. It's
The premium is $50, unlimited everything.
Wait,
text,
$50
tracking,
what?
and weather.
per month.
month.
A month.
Your
That's the
eyebrows.
subscription plan.
You're out of
Pfeiffer,
your
this isn't
gourd,
for you.
dude.
This isn't for you. I will say this. I
wanted to get all this information because I knew it was going to upset somebody a lot.
I will say this. I will say this. I do
Ridiculous.
not like price tiering survival. I think that's bullshit. But again,
Survival or not, this could be flavors of ice cream. That's bullshit, dude.
Survival or
hold
not,
on.
like this could just be people that are out like
Hold on.
in like desolate areas.
SOS
right?
is still unlimited at the $7.99 version.
Oh,
okay.
thank goodness.
SOS Unlimited is still, so if you are in trouble, you press the SOS button.
come. You have run out of text
Hey, but then that defeats
Can
the
we
entire.
confirm the credit card ending
It
in
defeats the
1111?
entire purpose of having this one versus the InReach 2. And just get the InReach 2.
No.
Save your $500 on the upfront.
This
and
one-
then you have your SOS.
Please accept charges
You have
for
SOS
rescue.
on this too.
I know, but you
Reply
don't get
why.
unless you
If you'd
pay
like
an
to
extra $50 a month. You don't get the added features. That this is the whole purpose of buying.
no,
this.
you still get all that other stuff. So what you do, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and someone please call me out in the comments down below, what you can do is there's an app that Garmin has that you go into with your phone. Your phone is connected to the InReach Mini, and you can type the text messages.
So there's a handoff.
on the phone,
So
and have it transfer.
What it sounds
from
like,
that satellite device then.
is whatever costs it take to keep this technology running is
Right.
not fulfilled by sales of the GPS unit itself. They cannot do the support. They cannot provide the support just by selling a $400 unit because not that many people are buying it, and it's it's very niche. So in order to have all that support
They have
and
to charge.
technology,
Yeah.
you have to pay for it more so they can have the sufficient technology.
And in extreme mode, it looks like if you push help, it actually flies someone from Garmin out to your location.
yeah, right.
And they get out of sticky
and when they get there,
situations.
they just steal your wallet and leave.
Yeah.
Here's what I do. Here's what I really like
the
about
thing
this.
bricks up if your card
Yeah.
declines.
Yeah.
That's $1,000.
Well, here's what I really like about just the InReach Mini. Let's just talk about the InReach Mini. Let's not go over the GPS 67i.
Yeah.
The InReach Mini itself, okay? What I do enjoy about the InReach Mini is that it does, if you are going to go Garmin all the way through and you're going to get the Garmin watch and that kind of thing as well, you can hook all that stuff up. That it partners really well in their ecosystem.
Yeah,
so
that
they
makes
did a
sense.
good job designing their products to live in this ecosystem. What is cool, because what if you do fall on the trail, but you're not wearing your pack? Your pack has this attached to it. You're f***ed, right?
They better have a feature for $50 a month.
But if you do have the Garmin watch
The
and it
necklace.
is ecosystem 2, you can
chest strap.
trigger the SOS
Help,
on
I'm
your
falling. I
watch.
can't get up.
So that part I think is really
cool.
neat. So if
So-
you're gonna go and do some pretty extreme shit, and you're gonna be by yourself or you're
This is
hiking or whatever,
important, I think.
this is
Super
a good
amazing
thing to
product.
have.
Agreed.
And I think it's all about location. There's places where are so remote and so extreme that this is probably your only option. I wanted to like that Garmin thing so much, and now I just can't.
No, you
So
didn't.
the other thing
you
is-
heard
the-
monthly
the thing
subscription.
is-
You were like,
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
knew
no.
that would piss him off.
But the thing is, what's crazy is that Apple and these other things are just figuring out ways to do this. At least
In a
at least
competitive way.
At least abbreviated versions of this that get kind of the bare
Yeah.
bones stuff in devices that you already have with
for
you all the
what
time.
we do,
Yeah,
yes.
but-
it's perfect.
But not
Agreed.
for everybody.
I agree. I think that there are use cases for both.
Here's,
Yeah.
Look at
They're
that guy.
out
That
2 to
guy
3
is super
days.
happy.
Here's his teeth are so white. All right.
Good for you, buddy.
Here's a question. Who's Garmin's competitor's product with this? The InReach Mini. We don't
man.
even have to really do
I
that
don't
research
Have you
right
ever
now.
seen anybody with
That's what
one?
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I don't
It's like,
think so.
you can't name any other brand.
Yeah, that does something that's like this for this price point.
Do
I can't think
just
of anything.
type competitor and see
Yeah.
if there's anything else.
And I get that. And I guess now within Garmin itself, between the InReach 2 and the whatever the other one's called, the D7 whatever,
Koros, maybe?
it's just that's a lot. You're investing $1,000 a year into
I just
or
think
at least
that
your first year.
we're not the market for what we're doing.
For what it
And
sells.
like, I mean, we've gone, for the cost. There's just no cost benefit to what we would use it for. I mean, we've been out in the Adirondacks. We've had limited service, but we've had no issues. We've been to the Whites. We've been to Cirque of the Towers out in the winds. Like the places we've gone. And again, it's not like if we were
This
out on a
is one
2-week trip, maybe it'd be a different story.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Zolio.
Yeah.
There's that one.
So this
there's
like tethers with your, or it links with your phone.
right, which Garmin has a version of that as well. But there's the Spot X two-way satellite messenger.
See, this is what's scary. No one's ever heard of this product, so why would you
Yeah.
put your trust
I agree.
in this?
I agree, Alex. That's a good point. I was
Yeah.
like, if I was doing something extreme that needed something like this, would I put my faith
No,
in a product like
you
that?
wouldn't.
Right.
Like maybe it is legit and great and that's cool, but like
Would you take
Yeah.
a chance on that? Would you take
I
a
know,
chance?
man.
There's one called a bivy stick.
on a
bivy That's stick. awesome. I
was
love
just
that.
about to sing that.
Bivy stick.
We spent, I think, half this episode talking about
I knew
this
we
Garmin
would.
thing.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's
We've
when you talk
talked about 4
technology, figuring out, knowing where you are and where you're going is like f***ing all of it.
That's-
When it
I mean,
comes
that's
to-
huge.
I
it's-
can't even
yeah.
bring up my last thing because it would take 45 minutes to talk about.
Really, you think?
Yeah. So we're just
Let's
gonna
try
see
it.
We at least need
Let's
to
try and
hear
get it
it.
at 6. Come on. You do it. We'll do it super fast.
Hold on. I want to disclaimer something real quick because I still think you need to have a paper map just in case something goes south.
Yeah, we're going to preach safety here across the board.
Batteries die, you lose stuff, your phone falls into a river, whatever it
Laminated
is.
maps attached to your necklace.
You did laminate the last one, didn't you?
Well,
I did.
yeah, but the one side of it
didn't
didn't
laminate it
connect.
all the
so-
way
Whatever
through, but-
laminator I used was a piss poor laminator.
Yeah,
so.
but I do
The
highly
laminator
recommend.
didn't have a monthly
It
subscription.
wasn't Garmin. Yeah.
All the technology for the GPS and stuff like that's great. It's awesome. It works super well. We have not had it fail yet, knock on wood. But it is always good practice. Know your route. Don't just kind of guess on things. Know where you're supposed to go. Have a paper map. Write your different trail names and stuff like that down that you have to go into, and turn right on this and left on that. I think it's a good move still.
Best budget satellite messengers.
I don't like seeing budget.
Best
and,
budget
I'm not
anything is
gonna-
always
I
a
don't
little
want to
hard
put the
move.
word budget next to
That's the
next to
Zoleo
my
one.
safety
See, they still
communication.
have an activation
Yeah,
fee.
$40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them are going to have something.
that's all
Yeah,
gonna
let me
like
talk
that.
to a
And that's
sales
why
guy and get that wave.
I can respect the InReach 2, and you have it. It's for emergencies. Cool.
The Garmin Montana.
That one's
I struggle with
$700.
Wow.
struggle with the
when
one above
it's
it.
Garmin Joe Montana, of course it's
Yeah.
$700.
It's a
I do
touch
want. It's
screen.
like I'm too curious now. I want to hear what Austin's last thing was.
No.
All right, fair enough.
I would like to
Next
applaud
time. That's a teaser
this
for
group
everybody.
because I very specifically, when I was doing research for this episode, I had one stipulation, and that was it couldn't be a watch.
Oh.
Because I thought we've had watch conversations, which have been great,
Yeah.
but I was like, I just don't want to go there. I want to like stay out of that lane. And
The only thing that I talked about
impressed.
watch was that you can pair.
Yeah.
pair
No,
that and
there was
mix it in your
not
watch, and that
not a
was about
single
it.
item popped up that was like, oh, let's talk about this watch.
The only other thing that I was going to kind of talk about, just because it's gotten a lot better, has been the headlamps. Being able to have a rechargeable headlamp now, where that's kind of new within the last, I guess, 2 years, 3 years.
yeah,
maybe?
and now-
anything rechargeable now.
And now you
is
can
new.
charge it from your stove with the BioLite
Right.
stove too.
You
Paul,
can.
take us to the
yeah.
BioLite
man.
website.
How
Yeah.
about that?
So BioLite has some good products. I mean, so if you're early podcast listeners, we clowned on Pfeiffer for having a Lucy light, which is a little dinky little solar powered
Puff
light,
light.
Inflatable
puff
light.
dude,
Yeah.
like lame. But they make some pretty good shit.
Yeah,
Those
they do.
photos too.
They have
though,
good
man.
products.
BioLite,
They
good
sell them at
photography.
REI.
And they have regular just battery banks, right? I think I have one of them actually. Yeah.
do-
Yeah.
oh,
Those,
yeah,
the
yeah,
gray
yeah,
and
they
yellow.
do.
Yeah. Those.
Wasn't
that's
that on your gift guide last year?
Yeah, last year. It was the. It's a good battery bank.
Big BioLite guy over here.
Yeah.
Big BioLite.
BioLite.
That the name kind of sounds like it's like involved with.
Lasers.
No, it's
No,
like
I'm-
BioFreeze.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking something like scientific with like
Lasers.
your body lasers. Jesus. Like they're on the cutting edge of like
Yeah.
Yeah, like it belongs in
cloning
Avatar.
or like that kind of thing.
Oh, we've reached the BioLite.
Company by
See, I will say
BioLite.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't like
their
that.
name.
I don't like the way the strap
Look at
has
that
like the
pack
big
thing on the
old
back.
the big
Yeah.
old thing on the back.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
like that.
love
Dude,
that.
Dude, it's 800
This seems
lumens.
Let's
or
talk
something
about
like
That's
that,
an
though.
intense one.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's
I don't
pretty-
Because
Performance.
I've seen those ones that are like really like thin, where it's like it looks like
Yeah.
a shoestring. They're
Yeah.
the ultralights, but they have that big ass chunky pack on the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
agree.
I don't want that. Like that's not comfortable
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Simple's
No.
better, man. You know, just give me something.
BioLite makes a lot of like camp light stuff too. I'm the most recent purchaser of a rechargeable headlamp. The brand was Coast.
That's right. That's
Um,
right.
And I used it for the first time in ADK, and that thing rules.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
It's the FL95R, and tons like little light options here and there. It's just a kick-ass rechargeable.
Wasn't it like
And I-
1,200
USB
lumens or
Dude,
something?
I was
it's
gonna say,
bright as
And
F.
this is a more general thing, just about light technology in general. But how the hell do you make something that small that bright? I mean, I know
don't
that's not
know.
new. There's like huge torches that just can light
I
up an
think-
entire sky.
I think-
it's nuts to me.
LEDs.
I have no clue how that works.
It's technology.
Oh, thanks,
Science.
bud. Oh, science.
Engineering,
Reasons.
man.
It's just crazy to me how something that can sit on your head and you barely even notice can light up
And last for a long period
a
of time.
football field.
Dude, this
I
thing
mean,
rules.
It's insane.
1,250 lumens. Holy shit.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Dude, this thing rules. Yeah, I'm glad I upgraded to this thing because it's badass. It's got a couple like light features, different dim, bright, red light, green light, all that stuff. It's
Doesn't
pretty
have
dope.
Dude, the red
Christmas
light.
stuff.
I lean on the red light a lot.
No
I like
CO?
I like the red light.
The red
I
light's
agree.
great
Red
at
light's-
Red
night.
light's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I just it.
When
When
you're
I
running
don't
or
want to
something.
wake up my tent
Victims?
partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, victims. Jesus.
They're already dead.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Man, we got to get you out more.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's a
Call of
comedy
Duty.
podcast.
I'm unsure how this is moving now. Oh boy.
Oh man.
We should keep talking.
All right,
On
so
that
Coast.
note,
Coast is good.
Yeah.
Man,
so
we just cruised right through this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not use the red light anymore.
what's going on? I feel like the last 6 episodes have
It just
gone by
disappeared.
in nothing.
Yeah.
I hope it did for you as
Yeah,
well.
I hope
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
hope
you
you're
guys.
still here.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're still enjoying it. We do appreciate all the emails, like we mentioned in the beginning. Thank you to everybody that's writing us and commenting below. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
Do that. That helps us out.
Greatly.
I'm
Comment.
just straight up having fun.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
We're having a good time doing this. We're going to keep doing this. We're going on 3 years.
Holy
Jeez.
We're almost
insane.
at the 3-year mark, everybody. So congratulations to
We need a
each
cake.
one of you and
do.
and all of that. Yeah. We did a cake for the first year.
We did.
Yeah, when you
I
do
made
it.
a
When we
cake.
didn't have video.
I made a cake. Maybe we'll post.
We'll
I
do
think
it.
I have
We're
a
just
picture
gonna
of it
get- we're gonna
somewhere.
make a meatloaf.
We'll do a bigger video celebration.
We'll do
for,
a Trail Theory meatloaf.
Yeah.
Well, for our 2nd year anniversary, we went out to West Branch and did no, that was not.
That wasn't an anniversary, I don't
that was
think.
100.
Yeah,
that
but
was 100 episodes.
I think we are due for a West Branch trip, so we should time
have to
that.
figure that
Absolutely.
out. Well, thank you, everybody. We
winter
love
trip.
you. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Lasers.
The Trail Theory Podcast is sponsored by Audimute and Audio Technica. Music by Dan Koch.